Hi Facebook, and if you're not watching live on Facebook and you are watching this in a replay, maybe on Twitter or YouTube or my blog, hello. I am Carmen Collins, for those of you that don't know me, and I am the social media lead for Cisco's talent brand team. Now, I am doing this series of videos where I talk about social media, but I'm calling it Coastal Social. Hey Eric, how are you? Thanks for joining. So I'm calling it Coastal Social because I live here in Florida and I love Florida. And I love social media and I love talking about social media, so I thought I would combine them and called it this series of videos Coastal Social. So first we'll start with the coastal part. Where am I? So behind me is the very tip of Siesta Key. Siesta Key is named every year the best beach in America. And it's a beautiful beach. It has white sand and a lot of facilities and beach volleyball and tons of water to, do all your water activities. But I'm standing on Lido Key. Now the Gulf Coast of Florida and a lot of coasts of Florida actually have barrier islands that protect the mainland from, weather and wind and waves. And so a lot of the coastline is actually a barrier island. So I'm standing on the barrier island known as Lido Key, and I'm in South Lido Key in a beautiful park, and this is my backyard. I prefer Lido Key over Siesta Key any day. Why is that? Because Siesta Key is very touristy. It's, again, white sand beaches. It's ranked the best beach. There's lots of things to do there, and that's great, and it's a beautiful beach. But Lido Key has got a more homey feel. It's got a more local feel. It's got a lot of sand dunes and sea oats, a lot of sea turtle nests this time of year, and that's why I think that Lido Key has become our favorite beach here near Sarasota. Now that's the coastal part. So let's talk a little bit about the social part. Today I want to talk about Snapchat versus Instagram stories. A lot of people are talking about, should I be on Snapchat? Snapchat's going downhill. Instagram stories has taken all of their technology. I need to be on Instagram. Okay, here's the question you need to ask yourself before you start worrying about should I be on Snapchat or Instagram stories. The question you need to ask yourself is, where is my audience? Where is my audience? If you want to reach millennials, then you should be squarely sitting in Instagram and Instagram stories. That's where you should be. If you want to reach Gen Y and Gen Z, chances are they're on Snapchat. So you don't want to have it an either or conversation. You want to ask yourself, what's my audience? Who am I trying to reach? Now, I don't know how many of you are old social like me. I remember back in the day in Facebook, where my Facebook friends were my friends. They were people I knew. They were people I saw. It was just another way for us to connect with each other and share our life and share our photos. Back in the day, I'm so old and social. That was my closest network. Those are my friends, my family, and it has become that again. I personally have cut my Facebook friends down to people who I really want to maintain a close relationship with. It's my close network. Snapchat is to Gen Y and Gen Z what Facebook was to me when it first started. It's where they've built their network. It's where their friends are. It's where they talk. That's where their network lives. They're not going to abandon Snapchat for Instagram stories just because it's the new, latest, greatest thing. They're on Snapchat because that's where their network is. It's really important to ask yourself, where is my audience? For example, a lot of people are like, is Twitter still worth it? Is Twitter still worth all the effort and time that goes into it? Because it's a declining social network as far as audience size. And it's still important to ask, is that where your audience is? Are they looking for real-time updates? Are they looking for real-time interaction with you? Then you need to be on Twitter. So I kind of hope everybody stops the should I be on Snapchat or should I be on Instagram stories argument, because it's a moot point. The argument is, where is my audience? Where should I be? If that's where your audience is on Snapchat, you need to think about how to talk to your audience on Snapchat. Now I want to diverge a little bit. Let's say that yes, I definitely want to reach Gen Y and Gen Z, and so I want to be on Snapchat. But I can still be on Instagram stories, right? I can use my snaps and I can put them on Instagram stories. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. And let me tell you why. Again, two different audiences, two different experiences, two different expectations. If you take a snap with technology and a lens and a geofilter that doesn't apply to what Instagram Stories does, someone is going to know that you've created that content elsewhere and ported it in to Instagram Stories. You want to use the same stories that you're telling across all of your social media platforms, but you want to make it specific to that platform. So on Instagram Stories, you want to make that native to the platform. It's about the moment, it's about the image, it's about the feeling you get when you see an image there. Snapchat is more about the raw, the authentic, the goofy, the funny, the drawing, the lenses, the geofilters. So you want to tell the same story, that's fine, but you want to tell it in a way that matches the audience on each channel. So first of all, don't take Snapchat and put it on Instagram. And then don't take your Instagram stories and try to put them on Snapchat. Your audience, especially that generation from millennial to Gen Y to Gen Z, they can see marketing coming a mile away. It's not about polish. It's not about how you push your voice and your message. It's about how they absorb your message, how they take it in. Then the second thing I want to talk about Snapchat is that if you're going to embrace Snapchat, I've mentioned this already, this generation can smell marketing a mile away. Do it Snapchatting. Be Snapchat. Use geofilters, use lenses. Marketers need to get used to the fact that they're going to need to let go of a little bit of control with Snapchat because of the way the platform was built. Snapchat, Snap, its parent company, doesn't think of Snapchat as a social media platform. They think of it as a camera platform or a media platform. So it's really important if you're going to decide to go on Snapchat, because that's where your audience is, that you're going to present content in a way that is native to that platform and is presented in a way where the audience there is used to absorbing content. So that is my couple minutes on Coastal Social this week from lovely Lido Key. We're getting ready to have a beautiful sunset, and I rode my bike down. I'm going to ride my bike back to the car and probably go get a milkshake because it's about 95 degrees out here, and there's nothing better on a Friday night at the beach than to get a beach milkshake and watch the sunset. Thanks for joining, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next episode of Coastal Social. Bye!